What's up, everybody, and welcome back to episode 4 of All the Mods 10 to the Sky. Let me tell you guys, I did a little bit of stuff off camera. I have expanded our CUs here a little bit, just slightly. We have Netherrack coming into the one here, getting sieved. That's obviously coming from this here, like we set up last time. And then this is producing just some random stuff. Like you get some like nether quartz from it. You get like the magma cream, and then you also get like the blackstone pebbles. So we're taking the blackstone pebbles and then compacting them in the blocks, and then hammer, and then crush blackstone, sifting that, and that is how we are getting our netherite, ancient debris, because we needed some to. So yeah, I made a couple ingots there. We needed some to get to the 64x magmatic generator. So if you click uses and then the 8x, you need another 8 gear. So I did that because I made 4 more of these in between episodes, and now we're producing 10k a tick, which is keeping up with this stuff just fine for now. What else did I do? I added a couple of those superheating elements to underneath of these. There's like, I think about more than half of these are converted. See how it says rate 60x on the top in the what am I looking at tooltip? Yeah, I stopped like here. These 3 are like the end. So there's a couple left that still have to be converted, but it was keeping up for now. We have a full barrel of obsidian. We'll get into that. As you can see, there's a platform above us now. I upgraded our furnaces to the emerald furnaces. What else did I do? I made this market. We'll get into that in a little bit. I needed dirt, so I was just taking our potatoes and composting them, but I don't think we really need this running right now at the moment, because I think we used all of our potatoes. Get into this in a moment. I made like a temporary mob farm over here, just to get some, I needed some stuff that you'll see. So that was that, and then I set up a platform up here trying to get passive mobs to spawn. Wasn't going too well. That is why I have set up this market, because if you come to this market, you can come down here and you could buy spawn eggs for all the passive mobs. So, yep, that's I'm gonna tear all that down eventually. So this is, I want to set up the get this, and then you use this on a chicken, and it gives you a rotten egg, and then you take the rotten egg, and it creates dreadful dirt. And then this will be a mob farm, because we really need mob drops here sooner than later. We need like a bunch of ender pearls and stuff. This is what I was getting from killing mobs in the little makeshift one over there. I also made this XP drain tank, which is pretty easy, just like a hopper, some glass, because I needed buckets of XP. So you just stand on this and it takes your XP out, and then you can just pull buckets out. So as you see, I did a little preparing in here. We got some stuff for mob farm, and then this is the stuff we need to make the GM chicken feed. So if we take this and put this in here, should make everything we need. It was just like basic mob drops, some fluid XP buckets, which that's why I made that tank, and then just a seed. So now we need to give this to a chicken, but we need to buy a chicken seed. So if we come over here, chicken spawn egg costs 1 diamond. So if we grab a diamond out of here and go in here, and we could buy a chicken spawn egg like that. So then here's chicken, and then we give him this, and then he blows up, gives us some feathers and a rotten egg. So now let's just throw this stuff in here, not there, in here for now. And then let's grab all of this stuff. So these mob fans for mob grinding utils, these are super easy, just redstone, iron, stone slabs. They push up to basic fans with no upgrades on them. They push to about here. But with the velocity that they have, like when the mob spawns in, they should get pushed pretty much all the way to the end down here. And then this fan's gonna push them over to this corner. So they all should be here within like this 2x2 corner here, and even if they don't get pushed all the way to it, other mobs should push them to it. And then eventually, once we get the resources, we can. Because if you look in here at mob grinding utils, the distance upgrader need a bunch of feathers, and I didn't really have a bunch of feathers yet, so we can't really do that yet. But for now, we could put this on. We'll put it on this wall, and then we need to power that. Give that a lever and see that'll spin. And this thing you can also put, there's a bunch of upgrades for this. There's looting and sharpness and beheading and all that stuff. We'll get into that. We'll make some of those eventually. For now, we just want this to be running. So we are going to put a lever on all of these fans, just like this. And then we can probably, we'll put lights in the ceiling eventually. So then we could take our tinted glass and our rotten egg. Let's first gotta get rid of all of our lights, put our glass up. Now this is just Minecraft's tinted glass. Pretty sure this, yeah, this does keep light out. So we put that like that, and then boom, and then close this up. Just like that, we got mobs spawning in there. And we turn all of our fans on. Like that. They should all be over here. And then we turn that on. And they are going to get all slaughtered. Very nice, very nice. So now we need our absorption hopper. Put that right here. That's going to start picking up all of our drops and all of our XP. So I think what we'll do is we'll put our chest maybe on top. And we're going to give this a stack upgrade. Tier 4, which is super easy. Just diamonds, and then gold, iron, then logs around an upgrade base. Super easy. We got all that running over there. And then we're going to give this an advanced void upgrade. And we're probably going to need 2 more of those, because this thing's going to give us all kinds of armor and stupid tools and stuff like that we're going to want to get rid of. So, but for now, we need this to void. We want this to void any overflow. Yes. That's going to void overflow, and this upgrade's going to be for all of our basic drops that we got. So then I got this fluid drawer that I'm going to set down to be fluid, and that should fill with experience. And we'll give this a void upgrade so that it doesn't get stuck full. And then up is going to be items. That should happen pretty quick. And as you see, we're already getting stupid tools. All right. So, like I said, for this first void upgrade, we're going to give it all of the natural, stupid things that we're just going to want to keep, but just not overflow on. Bottles, sure. Gunpowder, yep. Ethereum essence, the leather scrap. The miniature red heart, sure. Redstone, sure. Rotten flesh. Slime ball. Spider eye. String. I guess we have room for the slime pearl. And the rib bone. That. And then the only things we don't have in there are arrow poison. Alright, so let's make a couple more of these void upgrades. So that would be ender pearl, obsidian, redstone. So we need what, 2 more of those? Ender pearl should have, nope, not a lot of obsidian in there. Go, just grab a whole stack. We got obsidian, redstone, and then the upgrade base. So we're gonna need some iron, redstone, and then we need to make the upgrade base. 1, 2, and then void upgrade 1, 2, and then we need diamonds, gold, and redstone to upgrade it to the next. Boom, boom. And I think there might be some gold. Yes, there is some gold in there. Very nice. Alrighty. So then that should be boom, like that. And then these two could go in here. This one is going to be void any. And then ignore durability, ignore NBT. This one we're going to put leather boots. And if we throw this on the ground, this should get sucked up and thrown out. Yep. And then pants, pickaxe, crossbow, helmet. And then as we get armor pieces, I'll add them to the filter. I guess this is going to take some time for us to get all the different kinds of pieces. And also what we could do is set, so if we show the area, see how this is kind of like offset over here? We can actually move this if we set it to the north that way, and then that way. Boom. And now that's it's grabbing. What's this guy doing? See, this is what I was talking about. He's like right in, but eventually he's getting pushed over there like that. So once we get those upgrades, it'll work a little better, but for now it's all right. It'll be just fine for now. Doing what we needed to do. I guess I kind of want probably, what did I just see? Glowstone dust? I mean, are we getting that from, yeah, we are getting that from sifting, so it's not that huge, big of a deal. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. I'm overthinking it. All right, so on to the next. We got that set up for now. Good enough. I wanted to, let's clean my inventory up here for a second. Just get rid of everything we don't need really. And I got a bunch of quests to turn in actually. So let's just click the old collect all rewards. Holy moly. As you see, that was a bunch. That was from all the crafting, all the mob grinding utils. See, I got a bunch of things from that mod. We got some straight up full dirt, huh? That's cool. I didn't know you can get that as a quest reward. What else do we get? Some frog lights. Those are cool. We got some inferior seeds from mystical agriculture. A speed augment for our furnace. Sure. Put that on there. Height, width, distance upgrade. I guess if we wanted to, we could set the width on this fan. Give that one in there, and that should do. See how that's kind of extended now over into that dead zone that we were having. And then we can give it a distance upgrade, and that should help for a bit with our dead spot we're having there. But obviously we have this last row on the outside that's going to stop a little short. But like I said, eventually they'll get pushed in. All right, what else do we got? We got angel stick template. Place behind blocks in midair and in midair. Okay. Efficiency 3 book. Sword of Alfred GG. For those brave enough to slaughter the mighty and all annoying traitor. Oh, okay, so that was for when I killed one of the wandering traders. Oh, by the way, this was wandering trader. Helped me a lot with the whole mob drop situation. It was like a stack of emeralds and a diamond sword. But yeah, I got that. So I figured that helps. I don't know what the capturing 5 enchant is, but I'm breaking 5, looting. What is that? 6? IV? No, that's 4. Looting 4, right? Yeah, IV is 4. And then 5. Sharpness 5. That's cool. What else do we get? We got some melon seeds, some bones, gunpowder. That sword, a copper upgrade. I guess what needs this? What could we throw this on? I don't really think I need to throw it on anything out here really. I guess we could throw it on the fluid XP barrel, right? Get a lot of fluid XP. So yes. Let's just drink this. Might as well, right? Throw that in there, white wool. Let's go just click on the storage drawer controller, see what goes in there. Put a saddle. Okay. And then stupid mob drops. Pork. Alright, so this chest is kind of a mess now, but you see I crafted up a bunch of silicone. I want to get into applied energistics today. So if we come... Oh, we got a quest. Blue drawer quest. There's spruce drawer. Or oak drawer, sorry. Alright, so let's go to... I guess we'll follow the quest line. Come in here. We're going to make a charger and an inscriber. So I guess we'll clear our thing over here. I want to put this over there, and then we need a charger. So let's go ahead and craft these. So we need iron, pistons, so we need iron, redstone, a bunch of this going. We're gonna need some gold, need some diamonds eventually. We're gonna need the silicone eventually. And I think that's it. We need some wood. Yep. And some cobblestone. So I've been kind of keeping you guys on the edge of your seat here, maybe. Probably not at all. But, so I'm actually gonna probably want 5 of these. So 2, 4. What do I need? Redstone. 3, 4, 5. Oh, we need some copper too. There we go. Should have some of that. So we make this 5 inscribers. So what we're gonna do with these is we need to, I guess let's make the charger too while we're standing right here. So that quest completes. So then come in here and that's that. So now we need to make all the presses. But first, let's go up. I made this elevator. These are just literally just ender pearls and wood. Elevator. Yeah, ender pearl and wood. So come up here. Yes, I have been working on kind of just a setup. I think what I'm gonna do, I don't know if I'm just gonna build like a big platform or if I'm actually gonna make like different buildings here and stuff. But this is just so these are kiwi tiles. We're getting this from sifting. It's these right here, these guys, and then put them in the stone cutter, and you can get them to these tiles. They looked all right, and then went with just regular quartz, honestly. So I wanted this to be kind of like where we have like our planetary logistics terminals, like up in here, and then our different, all we did like storage and stuff for that. And then one side I want to have like that side I want to do like the mechanism, like auto crafting and stuff. Set up all that. And then we're gonna need a spot for our auto crafting for our planetary logistics. And I guess we could put them here. But I think what I wanted to do is set like, I wanted to have like an auto crafting area and then like a area where I can just machines I can just use. I guess I really don't need to do that. I guess if I really wanted to, I could put these guys over here, which should work out just fine. All right, so then these guys need some power, which I have already been ran over here so graciously. As you see, I ran from our, just right out of our, what is that, magmatic generator over there, and they just go right up. But I need to grab some energy pipes first and bring them up over yonder. I should connect like that, nice. And then these should all connect, nice. Put that back for now. So these should all be able to do what we needed to do. And I guess for now, we'll just throw this charger here. I honestly don't know if we're gonna need it, to be honest. What are we doing with this? Let's throw this in here. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, we're making a mess. I can't, really? Oh no, I can. We're good. I need to eat some food. Where's my food? There it is. Num num. So we need to. What did I come down here to grab? Guys, I'm so forgetful. It's bad. It's really bad. Um. Oh, we needed to do the inscriber presses. So we need skystone, iron plate, and Certus quartz crystal. Iron plate is just iron, around an ore hammer, and then skystone dust. That's easy. We got, oh, not cactus. I guess some skystone dust. And then I don't know if I still have an ore hammer floating around anywhere. Let's see. It's not looking like it. So we will make another one of those quick. Just some blocks and some sticks. Like that. Very nice. And then these should turn into plates. And do I need that for all of them? Silicone, calculation, logic, and engineering. Yes. So I need a couple more of these. 2, 3 more of those. And then gold, diamond, silicone, and a Certus quartz crystal. And we head back up. And over here. So we could do plate, skystone dust, and Certus quartz crystal. And that should turn into a calculation. Yep. And then we do bang, bang, diamond. That should be our engineering processor. Very nice. Bang, bang, bang. That's our logic processor. Boom. And then bang, bang, silicone. That should be our logic processor. Or our silicone processor, sorry. Just like that. And that should be a quest complete. Very nice. So next it wants us to make one of each processor. So we'll probably set it up like you are our silicone press. And then this is our logic, engineering, calculation, and then this one will put all of our pieces together. So I don't remember. Oh yeah, we got to set this to auto export. Produced items will be auto exported through any extraction side. That way, once. Sorry, I was reading. That means once we have our interfaces on the tops of these, so running across the tops of these, once this finishes, it'll just shoot it back into our pattern providers, and therefore, in turn, put it back into our system. We are not there yet. We'll be hopefully shortly. So now it wants us probably. I'm gonna throw a stack of silicone in there just so we get a bunch of silicone going, and then we need to throw. We're gonna need a bunch probably. You know what? Just throw all of our gold in there, and then I'll throw all of our diamonds in this one, and then I'll go get a stack of Certus, throw in that last one to make our calculation presses. And just like that. Then let's grab one of these, and one of these. Maybe? Hello? What happened there? Are these just invisible? Where are they going? What's going on? Oh, they're going straight into there. Oh, I don't want that happening. Automation can access a slot from any side. Automation can access slots from specific side. Top, bottom slots can be extracted from. Did that fix it? Or are they still going over there? Nope, they're still going over there. Um. I guess theoretically we're gonna be trying to think here, sorry. I don't know why. So theoretically, I guess that would be in there anyway. And redstone, and then we need our printed silicone. But I think our printed silicone should technically be up there, right? Yep. So I guess theoretically, technically, when we're auto crafting, if this is running and putting things directly into here, I guess that no, that would be a problem because we're putting it into the wrong slot. Or does it matter? Can I put the calculations up there? Oh no, it doesn't matter. So I guess theoretically that should be fine. If we have an issue with it, I will fix it. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it. So we got some calculations. Let's throw this in here. So we make some of these. And then we'll make a logic just to get this quest completion. Boom. All right, so that is our processor's quest. Nice. So now it wants us to make an ME terminal and an ME crafting terminal. Easy enough. Hopefully. We're gonna need a couple more of these probably, and a couple more of these. I think I'm gonna need too many of the engineerings at the moment. That should be okay for right now. Can I throw that back on that stack? No, I can't. All right, let's go back downstairs to our crafting table. Let's make an ME terminal. So we need, ooh, fluix dust. I forgot about that. So take some charged Certus quartz, some redstone, and some nether quartz, and throw it in a puddle of water. Boom, boom. Oh, not those. And what was the last one? Nether quartz? Yes. So we take these and go boom, boom, boom into water. And they should go, yep. Very pretty purple colors. And we pick all these up, and that gives us 2 stacks. So then we take this and put this into an inscriber, which we honestly should probably make maybe another one of these, because we need to put this in here to make the dust. Is there anything else we can put this in to make the dust? I guess the crusher technically, but we don't have one of those yet. Can I just craft it to dust? No, of course not. Why would I be able to do that? Let's just throw this in here. You know what? I'm gonna get a stack of this, and then I'm gonna process all these. I have a bunch of time in my time in a bottle. I have almost 3 hours in my time in a bottle, so I might speed this up a little bit. I'm gonna finish crafting all these processors, so that's done, so we don't have to wait for it, and then we will continue. All right, y'all. I forgot. You can't apply logistics. Doesn't let you tick accelerate their machines. I forgot about that. So these are still running a little bit, but I got a stack of the fluix dust and stuff. So we should be able to keep crafting a little bit here. If we come over here, we need a little bit of nether quartz. And we're gonna need, I think, some more of the Certus quartz dust. And let's clean up my inventory a little bit because it's a mess. That. Uncraft these iron blocks. That takes less space. Alright, so we should be able to make annihilation cores. Let's make a couple of those. Formation cores. I don't have any Certus quartz on me. Make 4 of those. And then make a illumination panel, which we need some glass, some quartz glass. I don't have any glass on me. This illumination panel, quartz glass, boom. Well, I need some more of that actually, so we'll just make a bunch. And then glowstone. Boom. Okay. That should be that. Illumination panel, ME terminal. We're gonna need one for our pattern provider. Yeah, let's just make all 3. Might as well, right? We're gonna need them. And then that should be quest complete. And let's turn one into a crafting terminal with a crafting table. That should be that. Let me crafting terminal. Just like that. A much bigger table. All right, so that should be quest complete. And then it wants us to make some cables. Covered cables. Oh, the covered cables are optional. I just have to make regular cables. So these are just Fluix crystals and quartz fiber, which is glass and that. We're gonna need more glass here, aren't we? What can we do about my inventory here? It's still a mess. Probably good for now. I need some glass. What can we do? Some there, some there. I'd like to set up a couple of these hammers eventually to just give me like sand and dust. I mean, I guess we could do it with the automated smelting and stuff and crushing once we set this up. Because the next thing I want to do after we set this up is do mechanism. Because I really want to I'll show you guys quick detour. I want to make these quantum entangleopers. These things. These can literally send like everything. Send fluids, gases, energy. And I'm pretty sure it's like damn near infinite, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely wrong about that. But I'm pretty sure damn near infinite. And that is very cool. That's like wireless, literally everything. So I want to make those, but obviously we need the ultimate control units, so we need to go through the whole mechanism deal. So I figured that's a little bit easier once we have planetary, because then we can just automate all that. So let's go back to, what did I do? I didn't put this in there. 5, 6. Let's make our quartz fiber cable. That. Should be Fluix cable. Nice. Should be quest complete. Channels. I can explain them as I'm going. I don't want to read that. So the Fluix glass. So the way this works is a planetary logistics has channels. Sorry, I'm really bad at talking. Controller. Each controller has a side. So actually, let's just make the controller quick. We need some skystone blocks. So we need to grab some of this. Not cactus. Grab some of this. And actually, I might just think it's just like this. Don't have to craft it into a block. Nice. And then I think we gotta put this back in. Make blocks, yeah. I don't know why they have to make it a 2-step recipe like that, but it's just them being difficult. All right, so basically, my plan with the controller. So each controller, let's just set this on. Each controller has a side, right? And then we have the different kinds of cables for applied logistics. We have the dense cable and then the smart cable. So the smart cable can do up to 8 channels, and then the dense cable can do up to 32 channels. So basically, 32 channels is the most you can pull off of one side of these controllers. So basically, you have 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, and then 32 coming out the bottom. So basically, these controllers turn into a multi-block structure. And the biggest you can make the multi-block structure is 7 by 7. So my plan was to have boom, 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 obviously in the floor where that one is. And then I was going to make a square box around our center point here. That was kind of my plan. Obviously, we're a little ways off of that. So for now, we're just going to put that one controller right there. And then what I want to do, actually, is I want to make some smart cabling, if we can. Where's the Fluix smart cabling? There it is. So that is just covered cable, and we need a bunch of wool for that. So we do have some wool sitting around in here, and we could probably make a little bit more. So that's just like that. Makes 12. And what was that? Redstone and glowstone? Yes, I need to get some glowstone on me. My inventory is full. And then that is Fluix smart cabling. So basically what I want to do is go back down underneath. And I want to run from the back of our, let's make like a little staircase thing here. I want to pull smart cabling off the back of that there. Just for now, we're going to switch it out to dense cabling eventually, but for now, just to get things going. I want to pull this up here, and this is going to be our crafting terminal. Right there, no power. And then I want to, we're going to put like our drive over here and stuff. So I think we could make some kind of covers. I'm not sure. I don't know if those are still a thing. But there used to be covers. You used to be able to put like covers on the cables so you can like fill in things to make this look nice. But anyway, we are gonna need to run some power to this actually. So for now, I guess let's just come off of the one side, and I need to make some more of those. Let's give me that. Gimme. Oh, I need to make not uses. I need some redstone blocks. We're gonna need some more redstone. Let's make one more set of blocks. Boom. And then that should be enough to run me over there. Yeah, definitely. Definitely enough. Okay. So now you can see controller's glowing. Terminal's glowing. We have power, but we cannot put anything in here yet because we don't have anywhere to put things. So if we come back into here and complete our controller quest, the next thing is to make an ME drive and a chest. Oh, chest is optional. We don't have to make the chest. Very nice. So we need an ME drive. And I need to clean my inventory up again because it's giving me stupid quest rewards. Things I already have in my inventory that are full stacks. Alright, so we drive. We need 2 engineering processors and some quartz cabling again. So let's make some more of these. We're gonna need a bunch, so we might as well just craft a bunch. And Fluix cabling. And then we need 2 engineering processors. Let's head on back up here. Our logic should be done by now. Yes, definitely. And then we'll throw our engineerings in there and throw some more redstone in there. Keep this on chugging because we do have another stack of calculation circuits to do. So we need one more engineering processor. It's like that. And then we should be able to make our ME drive. Very nice. And boom. So that is our ME drive complete. Not my team. Let's clear that. So next things next, we wants us to make a 1K storage component. So if we look at that, we need a logic processor, some Certus quartz, and some redstone. Which we need some redstone. I think we should have everything else. Alright, so 16? Sure. Yeah, I'll make all 16. Alright, so that should be a quest complete. Very nice. And then wants us to make a 1K storage cell. I guess let's just craft one of these into a storage component. Just to make the quest happy. That is another quest complete. Alright, so now with that, now we gotta sell housing. Okay. I think we can just take that and do another one of these. Yeah. So I guess for now, we could take these 2 1Ks, throw them in here. That gives us the availability. I don't know if I like seeing the side like that. You know what? let's put a cable like that, and then we'll put this here, and throw that in there. Just so then, I guess I could do that. Because realistically, we could probably do like 1, 2 right there, and then like 1, 2 right there if we really wanted to. And then like 1, 2 right there if we really wanted to, because we're not gonna obviously have all kinds of crafting terminals on every side all the time. All right, so let's just do one of these. Screw it, right? We can fit everything in there. Makes it a little easier to craft here. So what we are going to do now is I want to turn the 1Ks into a little bigger storage components. So if I'm not blind, we should be able to make a 4K. What do we need? Need some more redstone. I guess let's just grab a bunch of redstone, of course, that charred stardust quartz, dust, not that. I guess I really probably don't have to jump, huh? That, and some glowstone. And then throw that all in here, just like that. Okay, so if we take our redstone, that's 3 4Ks. 4 4Ks. Can I make another one of these? I can make a bunch of these. Oh shit. Oh, there's another 16, I guess. Alright. Another 4K, set of 4Ks. Come on, let's like one more. Make me one more. What am I out of here? Oh, quartz glass. Duh. 4K. That's 9. I guess we'll leave one off to the side. We can make a 4K storage. The main thing I wanted to make was 16Ks. I think we can get away with doing 16Ks, and we're out of glass again. There should be some. Oh no, we used all that shit already. Damn. Yeah, I really need to set up glass production or sand production. This is a little brutal. Having to come over here and wait for it. Oh wow, that's shit's again saved as soon as it goes in there. All right, we got some. We got some. Perfect. So we just needed 2 more, I think, or 3 more. That, yeah, it was 3 more. Nice. Glass, 16K, 2. What do we have now? Oh, calculation processors. And we should be able to. Where are those printed ones? So they are. Maybe my printed silicone too. Top that off. Very nice. So we need 1 more of these. Gimme, gimme. Nice. Alrighty. Throw that in there. That there, 16K. So let's take this and make a couple of these. And we need more glass, as per usual. Boom, boom, boom. Should be enough for now. And boom. 1, 2, 3. And we'll make a 4K. Because, how these work is they only hold 63 types. So they only hold 63 different unique items. So basically the drives go to how much they'll store of that item. So like we have 24 types in this we have 24 different unique items in this cell, but it'll only hold 1,000 of that item, 1,000 bytes. So given it these, so like see how the 16Ks are 16K bytes, and then the 64Ks are 64K bytes, so on and so forth. You guys get the point. So that is that. So we should have a decent bit of storage now too. If we go ahead and, well, no, you know what? First things first. You know what I want to do? I want to get this hooked up to our that, and then you know what we could do too. Let's set. Where is our configuration tool? There it is, and our linking tool. Oop, I'm letting XP out. Where is that linking tool? We should be able to link this, this, this. So now we'll also be able to see cobblestone, netherrack, and obsidian off of our draw controller here. So what we are going to do is we want to make a storage bus. ME storage bus. So that's 2 pistons and an ME interface, which is those cores and some glass. Come on back up here. And we could make we should be able to craft one of those. Very nice. And we want to craft some pistons. And we have no cobblestone in here yet. Guess we'll steal from there. Boom. Like that. And we actually need 2 of these. What am I doing? That should be a storage bus. And for now, what we're going to do is just grab some of these regular cables, just since we haven't crafted a bunch of the big ones yet, because we got quite the distance to cover. So for now, we're just going to do this, and then we're going to set the priority on this to 10. Because, so let's say we pull like cobblestone out, it's going to try to put the cobblestone back in this drawer before it puts it into just our storage. But we really don't need more than however much cobblestone we got in there. So what we could probably do is we probably should throw like a void upgrade on there. We got one lying around. If not, I will do it later. We don't got one lying around at the moment. I'll do that later. But you get what I mean. For now, we're just gonna run this cable. Can I get on top of this? Make it a little easier. This. And then we got to go over there. But we're probably going to want to go over there too, eventually. So I guess what we could do is just run it over this way. Just like this. Because we're going to want to put a storage bus on our mob farm, which is filling up with armor and stuff. But I will fix that off camera because that is boring. All right. So this is going to be a little sloppy for the time being until I get a couple more controllers going. Come on. And of course it's in place right. Gimme. Then, yeah, we'll just bend that around that cable for now until we get some wireless power. That's just going to be in the way. So, where's that cable? It's over here. Come on, please. There it is. Boom, boom. Very nice. All right, so now if we go upstairs, we should see, yes, we see everything that is in our controller. So now if we sort by number of items, that will give us that. And why is that being weird? Sort by number of items. Oh, we want to do number of items and then descending. There we go. Sorry, I had a dumb moment. Yeah, we want yeah, we'll do this one. This one's nice. Too much going on. All right, so now we have access to everything that's in our drawers, which makes things a little bit easier. And as you see, we still have all of our drives empty because it's just viewing what's in the drawers. So now what we can do is grab our packaging tape and we could just package. I guess we can't package normal chest up, but we can package the sophisticated storage chest up, which is cool. So what we're going to do is grab these and we're going to bring them up here and place them down. And we're just going to do one of these into here and see if we're going to have room for everything or not. Do that. Boom, boom, boom. Load. And, you know, we'll just break this chest. Make it a little easier. And we can just stand here and yeah, that's way easier. What was I doing? What was I doing? Alright, so I guess let's get our packaging tape. Nah. So how much is that? Yeah, we filled the 1K and we're filling the other 1K and we still have other 16Ks empty. So I guess we'll leave that there because we can probably add that to that chest just so it doesn't make a mess. Just gonna do that. Oh, there's a bunch of cobblestone in there. And again, zoop everything into there, come back down, and pick all this stuff up. And we got one more chest to do. This is always the most satisfying thing, putting all your stuff into storage. All into one small interface. You don't have to just rifle through a million different chests to find what you're looking for. So, now that we got everything in one place, makes life a lot easier. And we've definitely spent a lot of time today doing this. So, with that being said, we are full. And I think what I'm going to do is we're going to wrap up here. I'm going to get prepared to set up our auto crafting. Obviously, first things first is we're going to set up all of our processors to get auto crafted. And we're going to set that up. We got to set up the molecular assemblers, do all of our crafting, and the storage units, the co-processing units, crafting or the crafting storage, whatever it is. Yeah, crafting storage. We got to do all this and the crafting co-processing units. We got to do all that, set all that up. And then I'd like to get into, if we have enough time next episode, I'd like to get into mechanism because I'd like to start taking these and processing them. So what I'll end up probably doing is I'll just have it set up so whatever can be smelted out of this, it's just going to go to an energized smelter and get smelted. And then it'll fill up, I'll have them just copy what I got going on here. I'll have the ingots go into like normal, I'll probably make normal storage drawers or compacting drawers, like the 3 wides, the three you know what I'm trying to say. So then we get like the nuggets, the ingots, and the blocks out of that stuff. This thing is noisy, and obviously off in between episodes I will go through and set all these filters up and get this thing filtering all the junk out properly. And then yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Take care.